So there's a very interesting thing happening with new pre-sale projects that are launching that we're probably going to see more of going into the future here, which isn't really a good thing. And that is less one-bedroom units are being built in these newer developments. And those one-bedroom units are now being put aside and not being built anymore in favor of putting in something called junior two-bedroom units, which are essentially slightly larger one-bed and den units. Now, of course, that does sound great to the average buyer, thinking, okay, they're getting rid of these smaller units in favor of putting in these larger units. Oh, they're going to be bigger than one bed and dens. That's amazing. That's what we need, space. But what people don't realize is when it comes to these junior two bedrooms compared to one bedrooms, there's a huge markup in price. So typically in today's market, if you're looking at a pre-sale, you can get a one bed, one bath that's over 500 square feet for around 400 to 425, the low 400s. You can get a one bed and den between 450 to 475. And when it comes to these junior two beds, they're being priced at around $500,000, sometimes even a little bit over. Where a standard one bed might be around 500 square feet, the standard one bed and den might be around 560 square feet. This junior two bed will be 575 square feet, 580 square feet. But compared to a one bedroom, the price will be $80,000 to $100,000 more. And you might be thinking, well, for more space, I'd happily pay a little bit more. But would you actually pay $80,000 to $100,000 more for an extra 75 square feet? Probably not. But a lot of these new junior two bedrooms are being marketed as two bed, one bath units, when in reality, that second bedroom isn't even really a bedroom. Sure, there may be a wall and a door and a small closet, but sometimes it's missing a window. Or if it does have all three of those things, you're not going to be able to fit a queen bed in there. Might not even be able to fit a twin. You're likely going to get a single bed in there. And novice and unaware first-time home buyers and investors are starting to pick up these units thinking it's a good investment opportunity, when in very much the case, it is not. You're paying a much higher price per square foot for those units. You're not going to be able to resell those units as true two-bed, one-bath units when you're looking to sell them in 3 or 4 years. You're going to have a harder time getting buyers for it for that reason. And you're not getting that much additional space, but you're paying a huge premium for them. And of course, developers are going to keep putting out more junior two beds in favor of one beds just because they know buyers are going to pick them up and because they can charge a premium for them and someone's willing to pay $80,000 to $100,000 more for that unit. If you are an investor or if you're a first-time home buyer, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you actually want to make money in the real estate game, specifically for condos, you have to look at true one bed, one bath units and true two bed, two bath units. Everything else you can essentially ignore.